There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Levels look fine. Hey Paul, how's it going? Mr. Lopez, hello, hello. James, oh, hello. Good evening. So tonight we're just gonna hang out. It's gonna be more of us like talking more than anything. And I'll be doing some production work just so you guys kind of see what I'm doing behind the scenes. Red Panda, how's it going? Thank you, Gargatom. Just tweeting it out. Lou says hi, how are you doing? Thank you for the follow. What's everyone up to tonight? I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Lazing around. Seems like the decent thing to do, the logical thing to do on a Saturday night, right? Anyone check out the chair-a-thon yesterday, today? Ooh, Norway summer finally hit. Very nice. It was very hot and muggy where I am in Virginia. I think it got up to like 85, but super humid. Let's see. About the same. Bald squirrel, hello, hello. All right, so we're gonna try this. You're gonna have to let me know if you see. Well, I pulled it up so that I can read the chat on my laptop now. And then I'm just gonna share my desktop. I'm kind of scared about this. Let's see. All right. I'm checking here on the delay. All right. All right. All right. So you guys can see the session. The question is going to be, can you hear the session? I can hear that. Can you hear it? I'm going to be checking down here now. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I can bring up the volume. I can also zoom in on the screen if I need to. Let's see what happens. Sweet. So that works perfectly. Okay. We're going to mute most of this, and you guys can just listen to what I've got going on so far. I sang through the scratch once. It randomly was decent. I didn't even have to tune it that much. I sang through it like once before we hopped on, or before I hopped on, and then I just had to add the ending because I automated the MIDI so that it would slow down at the end, and it messed up my vocals when I tried to do some processing, so I had to do a separate track. So this is just Lonely Shades of Blue, which I think I did at the end of my stream on Wednesday. So we're just going to see what we can do with it. So right now, I'll play it through where we have the piano and the vocal so that you guys hear some sort of singing, but it's not super good, so be warned. But here we go. And while we do that, I'm going to be writing production notes so I know where I want to take it. She's like the lonely shade of blue, counting down the hours till the bell rings after school. So she wrote that night, don't fall in love with her. She said, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. The timing of questions on his mind tore their world apart. Now the riddles keep him up. So he wrote that night, don't fall in love with him. He said, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again? I have to fix the timing coming up here. She's like the mystery unsaid, chasing every rose with a daydream in her hand, still holding on. Don't fall in love with her. She said, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? I said, don't you, baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Oh, I said, don't you, baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again? Hey, John. I said, don't you wanna do it again? Adding some rounds there would be cool. I said, don't you wanna do it again, love? daddy,
like the lonely shade of blue. Counting
I feel like I said hi before, but
Leos
so
till
out
the
of breath.
bell rings after school. So she wrote that night, don't fall in love with her. I said, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love.
Sweet. So now you know what I'm working with, right? That was my scratch vocal. That was the basic piano I'm working on. An Audiosphere redeemed a wall collage story. So for those of you who are new, who don't know, I made this wall behind me. It extends all the way over. There's like 500 pictures in here, and a lot of them just have different artists and quotes and stuff that I really like. And so I always try and just like point out one or tell you about one because I know it's kind of far away. But let's see. There is one quote at the bottom of my wall, and I don't know why the bottom corner is my favorite, but it says, "Write until you surprise yourself." And I think that's a really great mentality to have as someone who needs to be writing new music or writing something new all the time. It's cool to be able to write something down and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just came out of me. I can't believe that I thought of that. And then expanding on that is always super cool. So I like having that on my wall as a reminder. But yes, a surprise stream. We're just going to hang out for a little bit while I do some work. Rounds. Yeah, I think it might be cool. We could play around with it. Oh, and my glasses. Thank you. They're just reading glasses, driving glasses. They're not like a super strong prescription, but when my eyes get super tired, I'm like, it's not even worth it. I'm just going to put them on. Michael Jackson. You know what? I think he is. I think he's on the other side. Michael Jackson's up there with Freddie Mercury and Robert Plant, who apparently is going to do another album with Alison Krauss, or at least that's in the talks, which is exciting. James. Yes, I did start on the bottom corner, but the funny thing about it is that I purposely was like, let me not choose my favorite things and put them in the corner because I want my favorite things to be up in the middle. And I will say, like those two compete. But since you spend so much more time setting up in the beginning and then you get into the rhythm of, decorating or whatever, then you don't really spend as much time on the rest of it, I guess. So you have a lot of time to be like, okay, well now every photo in that corner is special to me. Play around with it. Nice. Hi, Bulletproof. How you doing? Yeah, this is actually a small session for me. I haven't played around too much with it yet because I just set it up today. Loki, oh, thank you for the follow. And then, Logic people, unite. I started off on Pro Tools, and then I switched over to Studio One, and then I switched over to Logic. So I've done a little bit of DAW hopping, but I like Logic the most. I do. So that's where I stay. Oh, yes, FL Studios. Everyone, and I'm a teacher. I teach music, and there's a lot more students that I have where originally it was like they were on Pro Tools or Studio One or Ableton. And now it's like GarageBand, Logic, and FL Studios. Oh, James, thank you so much. 50 core goes for the terrible jokes. Is that your reconciliation for it? Nice. So in the original, this is what I've just started on. In the original song, Nick Lang has strings that come in just in the bridge. So I'm kind of working on the bridge and working my way back. And then I'll probably add more synths because I always add more synths. I add more reverby things. It's just what I do. It's how I produce. And maybe I'll add some more drums, but I doubt it. I kind of like just having the kick in the bridge and leaving it. Do I do any feedback? Absolutely. Anytime. So let's listen to what these strings are doing. They're a bit loud. But even though they're a bit loud, that's okay. So I had to add the top octave, and then they don't have a strong attack, so I had to double up the high octave again with a set of strings that had a bit more punch. Also, thank you, James, so much for adding that. I do have music on Spotify if you want to check it out. We're getting so close to 600 followers on Spotify, which is super exciting because it took me years to get to. Honestly, I feel like I got maybe 300 when I started, and then it's been like 2 years for 200 followers. So 100 followers a year. If we could get 200 followers in 1 year, that would be dope. I would love to get 1,000 followers on Spotify. All right, so for anyone who is producing, because it looks like Low Key's on here, BBC Symphony Orchestra is free, and I love it a lot. Let's see. It's just got a nice sound to it. And then Labs also has, these are part of the Spitfire Labs, not even though both of them, the BBC Orchestra is also under Spitfire. Still has a bit more of a punch to it though. I just made it a lot quieter, but still. But maybe I'll bring it up a tiny bit. We'll see. Very nice. Border voice. Love it. So I'm going to have to bounce it. If you guys can see, it looks like there's a bunch of dots, right? Everywhere. So anytime I plug something or play something onto the keyboard, it transfers it into MIDI. It's not an audio file, right? So eventually I'm going to have to bounce it. I'm going to export each individual track as an audio file. And then I have more control when I have things fade in and fade out, because I could automate it. But it's kind of nicer to deal with things as audio files as the sessions get larger. And then this is just a basic kick here, right? Not much to it. I made it fairly damp. The gain isn't a ton, and it kind of is in key already, so I don't have to. I might end up bringing it down so that it's a little bit of a lower sounding kick drum. But it's just kind of hiding in the background. Hey, Bamir, how's it going? So if I mute vocals here, let's see. I will say the one downside to using Labs and a lot of plugins in general is that you see when I play this, I have my volume riding all the way down here. Like I'm at -16, -20, and -17 dB. And yet still the initial gain is like coming up. Like these strings are nearly in the red. So that's also a big thing about me bouncing things to an audio file, is so that I have more control and it's not going to distort or it's not going to distort the sound early on. And then if I'm able to bring the gain down after I bounce it into an audio file, then I'm giving myself more space to work with down the line when I add different effects like reverb or purposely putting in distortion, things like that, saturation. Hi, Carito. How's it going? I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of the alerts. If so, I don't know, James, if you want to message me if I'm missing anything. If someone wants to send me a whisper, please let me know. I'm still trying to figure out this setup. But I'm so glad you guys are here. Sweet. So, right now, I had to add the bass, but I'm not crazy about the sound for the bass. And I think Loki did ask, maybe I missed it. What am I using for my drums? My drum sampler. Right now, this is just Logic's built-in one, the Drum Kit Designer. I just like all of their sound samples are pretty advanced for me. But I do use Splice a lot for sampling, and sometimes I'll go into Arcade as well. But you have to purposely or manually set up your whole kit. And for right now, as this is just a cover and I'm trying to decide where I want to take this song, I'm okay with just using the Logic library stock plugin. The nice thing is with Logic, so how I did this is actually, if you go to your drummer, they can build a whole beat for you, right? So I could bring this in and say, I want it to be, we're going to have Graham. For whatever reason, we'll decide on Graham, and he's going to do sign language. Let's see what this sounds like. It's pretty darn intuitive, and it's fast. And for someone who's not a drummer, I played snare drum in 7th and 8th grade. I highly doubt that qualifies me as a, percussionist in that sense. So this helps a ton. If I liked this, but I was like, there's just a few little things that I want off, they're actually setting this up as an audio file for me. But I can go in here, convert to a MIDI region, and now I could just be like, I hate this crash. I want it to be something else. Bring it up. If I needed it to be there, I could. It just doesn't have as big of an effect. So basically, that's exactly what I did when I just needed a kick. I liked this specific drum kit, so I changed it to MIDI, and then I was able to just manually put it in. But it's good to know that I can, if I really wanted the drums to come in hard, have a more full kit sound. That's something that I could do. So here I have the bass plugin from Waves. And Waves, for anyone who is producing, is super helpful. Everything is fairly cheap, and they always have discounts going on, which, I personally love. If you're looking to buy any plugins, Black Friday is the best because they have the most amazing deals on any plugin site you could imagine. But Waves is awesome. There's a lot of plugins that I really love from there. I know. Okay, and people will know this for a lot of my songs I use when people think of like a vocoder. I use Little Altar Boy by Sound Toys. And then I stack and layer those vocals to make it sound like a vocoder because I want to make things harder for me than they need to be. But I love all of their sounds, and so I'm definitely tempted to buy some more plugins from there while the deal's going on. But thank you so much. I find I have more control over the sound, right? You can make it a little bit more human. You can have certain parts of the chords a little bit more robotic. So then you decide what stands out and what doesn't. So I like to micromanage, I guess. All about that bass. I'm not very good at finding a bass. I started off using just all synth basses like the plugin Serum. So now I'm trying to find like a happy medium. So I do this one. It's not, I don't hate it. But it's still a little bit too synthetic for me. So let's play around. I copied it just in case. We're going to drop it down an octave and see how we like it. Yeah, or you can drop it in the in my Discord chat if you want to put it in there. And then you'll have everyone in my Discord. If you want them to hear it, you can, or you can private message me on there. Whatever you feel the most comfortable with. It's a little bit too low. Let's see if I mute this. So maybe we do a best of both worlds. We'll do that. Let's go back this way. Da 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 dun 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 da dun bum bum ba da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum. Am I open like an onion? I didn't see that. Am I open for collabs? That is a tricky question. I am very behind on a lot of projects right now. So for right now, I'm not open on collabs in that sense, unless it's like a quick top line and it's not going out on Spotify so that I don't have to worry about the legalities and royalties and stuff like that. But I am open for any editing, any processing work that people need. But for right now, I have to say my collabs are closed. I wish I had the time to do all of the collaborations, though. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. She is being a little loud today. Still not sure I like that. going on here, friends? A lone note. Do, do. I could just copy and paste. I'll clean up a lot of that later too. All right, so let's see. With this in, it's going to be pretty abrupt. I'm going to have to work on fading all of this in. Ooh, would you live it again? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Love, oh, don't you wanna do it again? Don't you wanna do it again? Okay, that is not bad for 3 string plugins, a kick drum, and 1 bass. Now, typically, guys, when you are, this feels like more like a lesson. I hope you guys don't mind. But I don't want to just be doing work and like not explaining it to you because I feel like that would be more boring. But let me know if you guys are like, and I'm not interested at all in knowing what it is you're doing. I'd rather just hear it. That's okay. But oh, I totally lost where I was. You guys can use the distraction one. My eyes hit the chat and I lost it. What did I say? Someone can help me eventually. Oh, yeah, I just didn't want it. I'd rather you guys know, I guess, basically is what I was saying. But yeah, Storm says, can't see how you can stream DAW work without it seeming that way. Oh, good. Yeah, because either it's I'm teaching you or I'm ignoring you. So, and I feel like if we do this more often, then you guys can be more upfront with me and be like, Anna, that bass was way too loud. I don't like the sound of those strings. I think you need to clean them up more. And then that's fun. It's like you guys, especially with covers, right? Like I'm totally fine with everyone having a say and us figuring out what's our favorite sound. And then these ones go up on YouTube or on SoundCloud. I think it could be fun. All right. So I made some notes. I'm going to have to stick in my headphones eventually and listen to. We'll add a synth and then I'll work on some layering of vocals. Yeah, expect a pop quiz. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't, won't you do it again? Oh, I said synth at timing. Now people are going to be mad at me because I use labs way too much, but I don't care. I'm going to use them again. Let's go ahead and add some labels in here too because I'm all about having an organized session. So for people in Logic, don't use arrangement because if you close it, you're not going to see the notes. So you use marker. Intro. You're just going to be in it for the housekeeping. just need to argue you're not wrong. It's just your style. Yeah.
She's like the lonely shade of love. Don't fall in love. I said, don't.
Alright. Chorus 2. I missed. Oh, no, that's chorus 1. And I missed verse 2. Let's see.
Time.
Perfect.
She's like the mist.
So fun. So I forgot to tell you guys, I'm having Costco Pinot Grigio again. I forget. No, I had pineapple wine the last time. Ugh, so gross. So let me know what you guys are having, if you're having anything. True.
She's like the mystery unsaid. Don't you wanna disappear?
I sang that way too hard for a scratch track. It's alright. Chorus 2.
I said don't, I said
Bridge. Verse 4. I'm having a salad for dinner. It's mostly grapes. Okay, it's all grapes, fermented grapes, wine. I'm having wine for dinner. That is accurate. It's me. Have wine for every dinner. Every supper is wine. Peach tea crown. That sounds absolutely delicious. All right. So I was thinking at the timing of questions on his mind, letting that be when the synth comes in. So we're going to go in here. Again, Spitfire Labs are wonderful. They take up a ton of space, like a shit ton of space on your computer. Totally worth it because they're free and they sound fantastic. So let's play around. Alright, let's try there. And then Stormin, they are Spitfire Labs.
timing of questions on his mind. Toward their
Oh my gosh. I almost dropped my wine. That was going to be so bad. Okay. It's fine. I'll just take a sip. All right. You go up on higher shelf. I didn't like that sound, and I didn't like how far away the attack was. So loud. Could be cool.
the timing of questions on his mind tore their world apart. Now the riddles keep him up, so he wrote that night, don't fall in love with him. He said, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. I said, don't.
Alright. The weird, like, alien clicky thing after isn't my favorite. It could be from the variation.
Timing of questions.
there's like a lot less of that, the like purring afterwards.
Timing of questions on his mind tore their world apart. Now the riddles keep him up, so he wrote that night, don't fall in love with him. He said, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. I said, don't you.
So I liked that. We're gonna listen to it once more where it's just that. Yeah, that's a lot more manageable. Reverb, I will say again, Labs has a lot of reverb and a lot of plugins when you're producing. They give you the option to add the reverb directly to the instrument that you're creating. And I highly advise not doing that, because once you bounce it to an audio or once you want to add reverb later, it's so hard to find out where that reverb is coming from, and then your mixes become so soupy. I've learned from experience, so just take my word on it. Let's see. Seb, hello, hello. He can't be pushing his luck yet. Yeah, as late as possible, unless it, for whatever reason, is like crucial to the sound. Like the sound itself would not be that sound unless it had that specific reverb. But it's still, that happens much more rarely than people think. Exactly. They're made to be broken. They're all guidelines, right? There's not, under no circumstances, don't do this thing. But a lot of people give you good advice, and it is good advice, right? So you have to take it with salt, but still take it, you know? How's your day going? My day's going pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, it was just kind of, it wasn't as productive as I would have liked, which is why I hopped on here. I wanted you guys to hold me accountable that at least I'm doing something and working on music. But yeah, I mean, it was still a good day. I got to hang out with my sisters, and I ate pizza for the second day in a row. And I have no regrets. Some things are definitely more likely to work than others. Awesome. Oh, James, I'm glad you're getting some rest. You can't go wrong with pizza. And this is, I think I've talked about pizza on my streams before. This is a pizza truck. It's a food truck that comes to my neighborhood like every few weeks. And it's a wood-fired pizza. It's got a fire inside the food truck, which seems very unsafe, but it's the best pizza I've ever had. So I just keep going back. I know. It's like $10 for a personal pizza. So I'm like, it's not the end of the world. And from the nannying gig I did a few weeks ago, I have cash that I just use for food. But yeah. Dan, hey! I have pizza with my name on in a few hours. Gotta stay awake till 10 a.m. for the Charathon things. You have to stay awake the whole time? How's it been going? I've hopped into different streams here and there. Everything's been great so far. Last time I checked, we hit the 15K mark. Seb, you won't believe this. Not only was there a pizza truck tonight, there was an ice cream truck too. It was a frozen custard truck, technically. So there's a pint of it that will be calling my name once this stream is over. I know where I should move. Yeah. Texas has a ton of food trucks, though, doesn't it? $580 from the goal with a day left. That is so incredible. Oh my gosh. That's so exciting. I'm so happy. There is a taco truck that comes, I think, like every 3 weeks. Because the pool's closed, I guess the neighborhood was trying to do something fun, so they bring a different food truck every week. Ah, that makes sense, James. Rhino, you are a trooper. I know Seb did the 24-hour stream with Ariel before. I just don't know how you guys do it. I know, pizza and ice cream on the same day. I felt like 10 again in the best way. All right, awesome. Let's figure out, what was I thinking here? 8 to 10 for Ellie. Oh my gosh, bless you.
Time enough questions on his mind tore their world apart.
We can't hear that anymore. We can. Just gotta bring it up. True. With the heat has happened twice this week. I know. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm like non-functional the next day. I don't even feel that old. I do turn 23 next month, which is exciting. Yeah, feel free to lurk, Dan, if you can, and get a nice little cat nap in.
Time enough questions on his mind.
I might layer that because layering is my best friend. "23, that's ancient. I know, I'm so old. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, Seb, I'm sure you did. Turned 40 in 6 months. Hey, I think that's awesome. I can't wait to turn 40. I'll get a few hours sleep after Ellie and up for the final run. That sounds good. 40 is the new 30. Melissa, oh my gosh. Hi. Guys, can we get a shout out for Melody Official? She's awesome and amazing. I'll be in and out of Lurk doing stuff. Sweet. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're in the final stretch. I feel like we're close enough to say that, Dan. How you doing, Melody? All right, let's find a new layer. It's not bad. It's not I don't hate it. Let's see. I'm doing pretty good. We're just playing around with this cover by Nick Lang, Lonely Shades of Blue, and we're seeing what we can do with it. I'm gonna EQ this because I forgot. No, I don't want to EQ. I didn't even mean EQ. I meant quantize. Look at all that MIDI. We don't need all that MIDI. We just need this MIDI. It's like it comes in too early. There we go. I did 40 hours without sleeping. Nope. Main piece of I can imagine. Main piece of advice I give is don't freak out, but grab every bit of life you can. Do you really think you skipped all of it? All of your late 20s and 30s? I don't know. I'm scared of doing that too. I planned a trip to a different country. Where are you going? I will say, moving back home, that's always like a concern for me because you're going back to something that's familiar and you kind of don't feel like you're being pushed. Right? I don't know. And in some ways, I feel like I've been pushed more in the past 6 months moving back home than I was living outside of the home for the past 4 years, you know? I don't know. I don't know. My life is a big I don't know. Oh, New Zealand. I want to go. That sounds so cool. Fall in love. Don't fall in love. Timing of questions on his mind tore their world apart. Now the riddles keep him up. So he wrote that night, don't fall in love with him. He said, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again? She's like the gonna travel to visit Twitch peeps. Yes! Come here. Or I'll go there. I'd much rather go there. Vibes. Thanks, James. Alright, we got to bring this over. Let's see. Don't fall in love. We will do both. Heck yeah. They can't be fast moving parts because the attack isn't great. Oh, I have to label these two. I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Oh, no, it's just not loud enough there. So, she said, I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again? Alright. Let's see. When is TwitchCon? Well, Mellowbee, if she's still on, we talked about just doing our own thing, not like just having our own Twitch music meetup, you know? Organizing it ourselves so that it wouldn't be like super saturated with gamers. But I don't know. Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Yeah, I mean, this part doesn't have to be super perfect or in your face, I guess. I would like it to be perfect. That's not the issue. But the part itself is something that you're going to feel more than you're going to hear, right? At the end of the day, you're listening to the lead vocal and you're still going to want to pay attention the most to the main piano parts. So all of these things, it's like you isolate them at first and then you have to think big picture. And that's something hard for me sometimes. I'll end up having my synths be like super in your face before I start mixing because that's just what's on my mind and that I'm purposely listening for. Sorry, I'm reading. The US would. Anywhere in the US would push my budget too. Don't worry. Do I have monitors? Yes. I do have monitors. I have M Audio speakers. They're not the best, but what I do have, one, these are pretty good mixing headphones. They're the Beyerdynamics DT770 Pros. I like them a lot. So a plugin that I invested in, which I can show you guys, is up here. It's called SonarWorks. And so it literally balances out your headphones so that you listen to it more. So I put this on after I have the sounds that I like. Yeah, well, right now I'm not even working on mixing, right? Like you can do a little bit of mixing as you go along, but I haven't done any panning, any plugins, any processing. So I don't worry about mixing right now in this part of my process just because I want to work on the sounds. But yeah, I have extra monitors out in my dad's shed. He has nice monitors where he works. And so I'll bring my stuff out there and I'll listen to it there when I'm ready to start mixing. Rhino, you could shoot a music video with me anytime. No, the whole thing was I wanted to talk about music and kind of like these details and stuff. So Stormin, I'm happy that you're talking to me about it. Crypto Dad thumbs up. Thanks, Dad, for the monitors. Oh my gosh, I'll have to send things to you like just for reference and stuff because I'm definitely the newest to mixing and mastering. I'm new to all of it, but still, I don't even bother with mastering. I get it sent off because I'm like, that's one thing I have to know my limits, right? Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't Yeah, lots of crossover. I haven't looked into it too much, but the whole thing for me that always like trips me up is that mixing. One, I mean, I know mixing is a lot of, I don't know. You see a lot of people cross over production and mixing, right? People put in the plugins too early. They do all of these different effects too early, and then by the time they try and clean up their mix, it's so messy um, that it takes 10 times longer. But when it goes from mixing to mastering, I never send anyone my session. I just send them the WAV file. And I'm always like, what are you doing where you don't need my session and you don't need my stems? Do Batu 1938. Hello, hello. Do 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 do. So now I'm gonna add a synth bass. Do 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 do. Do the instruments fall into the right groove, not clash, and at the right level? Mastering, do all the tracks have the right volume? Does the album as a whole? Okay, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. I mean, I knew that mastering by the end, I would have it at the proper levels where I could submit it for distribution, but that was kind of like the extent of what I was thinking. Roadblock, I can bring it up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's do a new. Do do do. Do this one. Do 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 do. This will be the one I speak through. This is oh my gosh. Every single time. It's gonna give me a heart attack. My wine. Alright. What am I working on? I'm just working on a cover right now called Shades of Blue by Nick Lang. Alright, now I'm gonna add bring you down here. So we rode that night saying, don't. A lot shorter, but basically the same. The message is getting across for sure. So, where was I? We're going to go to here. Sure, we'll do labs again, because why not? We'll go to... Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Oh, would you take me back? Still, the attack is not great. Mixing is something like, have you created space for every instrument so that each element can be heard clearly and isn't interfering? Yeah. That's like, that's always how I viewed mixing. Yeah. I know. Don't put 3 compressors on every instrument or every aux track, please. No. Don't like any of those. I know, especially if you're getting it sent off like you're using, if I'm using 3 Logic preset compressors and they've got like a $10,000 analog compressor that they're using, it's just, it's like, obviously there's one I would prefer over the other. Have a great night, James. Maybe we'll head to Alchemy. Oh, gosh. Always goes with that one. Simple. Clean. It's gotta be a sub, right? Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again? $1 away? Oh my gosh! That's so exciting. Is it Anel that's on right now, or is it Alana that's carrying the torch? I can't remember who is on first. We'll have to raid her when we're done. That's so exciting. Oh, acoustic, hello. Yeah, we're just playing around, figuring out how we're gonna finish producing this. I hate that they're like slightly out of tune. Oh, which one? This one? If it sustained, I'd have liked it. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. Let's see. I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Alright, I'll fix that. We'll bring this up. I'm gonna bring the tack down a little. Don't you wanna disappear? Don't you wanna disappear?
Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again?
Oh.
Baby, don't you? Would you live it again?
Because everything else cuts out there, maybe I won't. I said, don't you? Full screen to minimize here in the studio. Full screen doesn't show chat. Yeah, I had to pull out my laptop so I could get the chat. Nissan Sonata, very nice. Or Hyundai. I have an 07 Yaris I'm finally about to pay off. It still has its crank down windows and I love her dearly. Her name is Gladys. Cost me $1,000.
Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again?
Alright, for now, we're gonna just copy and paste. Just see.
Trees like the mystery unsaid, chasing every rose with a daydream in her hand, still holding on. Don't fall in love with her, she said. Don't fall in love, don't fall in love. I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? I said, don't you? Baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Oh, I said, don't you?
So that has the double at the end of that chorus, so I have to fix it. Also, I'm sorry if I missed someone's message. Please point it out to me too. I know sometimes I can miss someone's comments. Let me see. Whoops, excuse me. Do you record the vocals while you were streaming? This time I did not because I didn't think about it. I literally sang it. I sang all of it in one take, and then I had to re-record the ending because the timing got messed up. And then I was like, why am I not just streaming this so I can hang out with people? But next time I will. I'll do it live. Well, when it's a scratch vocal, like I sang through all of this once. I probably could have redone it, but I like the way that the bridge ended up in the scratch vocal for some reason, so I didn't think to redo it. My thing is, and one of you music tech people might be able to help me out, is that I got a new interface. I got the Universal Audio Apollo Twin and the MK2, so it's just the 2 input. And I downloaded it and it was fine, but I couldn't get it to work through Streamlabs, and I was like, whatever, I'll go back to my old interface. And since then, though, whenever I use a Logic session while I'm streaming, there's an incredible amount of delay. So it's kind of like when you're talking in a phone and you can hear yourself from the other person's phone. There's all of that feedback and you're just like hearing yourself bounce back. And I'm like, I unplugged it, but it didn't change anything. The delay, the bounce is like, the lag is kind of ridiculous. And no matter if I change the buffer size or not, it doesn't change anything. Just while streaming, I'm only getting the latency issue while streaming, and it's only been this stream and last stream. So I hope this isn't like, I know last time you guys said you didn't hear it, and I feel like by now you guys would have pointed it out. No, my headphone signal is the same. My output was the same. It's just like a multi-output thing. So I typically, when I stream, I keep it at 128. I think right now it might be at 128. I can bring it down to 32, but I try not to bring it lower than that. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not even going to bother changing it to 30. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, sweet. Okay. So let me fix that. Do. Do, 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 do. All right, let me go back. All right. So we're at 32. We'll see if that sticks for right now. But still, I want to keep it at 128. 32 seems extremely low for me, you know? But yes, I'm in Logic Pro. Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? So if I can get that fixed, then I 100% would love to sing something like this live and then edit the vocals with you. New computer that's Thunderbolt. Modern power management puts the CPU to sleep and the buffer fills overflows. Yeah, oh my gosh, that is the worst. I had that very similar setup last year, and I couldn't even, once I had more than 2 tracks, my whole computer would shut down. It was like, sorry, nope, we're not going to do that. So let's see here. I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Oh, I said, we'll do the same thing. I don't know who said copy and paste was the world's best invention, but it's true. I said, don't you? Oh, I said, don't. Oh, I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Would you live it again? I'm gonna have to do like a reverse cymbal crash in there to like fill in that big jump. I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Oh, I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, Hello? I'm streaming. What's up?
I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Oh, I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Would you, don't you? Oh, I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with my headphones on. Oh, sorry guys. My sister came in and she's just hanging out with my dog. I don't think, I'm not sure if my brother sold it, but my brother is selling a gaming computer. It's a PC, but if it's for gaming, I'm sure it can handle a lot of production power. Maybe not Pro Tools, but most computers can't handle Pro Tools.
I said, don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again?
Sounds good.
Oh,
I just wanted to
would
throw it
you
out there.
take me back? I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Oh, I said, don't you, baby, won't you, baby, don't you? Would you live it again? I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do it again? I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do it again, love? Oh, don't you wanna do it again? No, don't you wanna do it again? I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do it again?
All right, let's try that.
I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do it again? I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do?
Ugh, I'll try that one more time.
I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do it again? I said, don't, I said, don't, I said, don't you wanna do it again?
All right, and then I'll just try, let's see.
Don't you wanna do it again? No, don't you wanna do it again?
Let's go for a high one and just see if we like it. It's too much dissonance for me. I mean, like, I like it, but anyway, I hopped on to see who's on No One Follow Was. Thank you so much, Roblox. I'm glad that you came. Glad to talk music nerd stuff with ya. Yeah, I'll be doing more of a live performance on Monday at 8 Eastern time. But excited to see ya. See ya again. Have a great night. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Oh, don't you wanna do it again? Might be moving around too much, but we'll try. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? I'm not sure I like it. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Oh, don't you wanna do it again? No. All right, so this is my trick. You double all of them. You have to sing it. You can't just copy and paste this one because it gives it more texture this way. So it was this first one. I said don't. Timing was off on that one. My bad. Also, I'm in love with Jacob Collier. His mind is otherworldly. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Alright, that's gonna be good enough for tonight because we all know I'm gonna be re-recording all of these anyways. Famous, yeah, oh my gosh, the chords that he hears and that he's able to develop are just, it's like, it's not even once in a generation. That's like once in a I don't know, centuries longer, right? That's what I would think. I guess maybe they're almost the same, but. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? this one is the one that moves more. So we're going to see if I remember what I did, because this is kind of ad-libbing. It's on the and, not on two. Okay. Ooh, ooh. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Alright, let's. Alright. One more time. My vibrato is because it's late. I'll try and clean it up. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Alright, we'll do that. Then we pick every other one. You're gonna go left. You're gonna go right. And then all of you are gonna send to 3. BG verb. And we also have to have all of your outs going somewhere else. To the Bee Gees. Who doesn't love the Bee Gees? Alright. And then bus 3 has to be also going to the BG verb. Nope. No, no, no. Did that wrong. Stereo output. Here we go. Do 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 do. All right. Also goes here. There we go. BTTV. Yeah, Seb just introduced me to it like last 2 weeks ago. I said don't, I said don't. Sounds different, right? It sounds different. It sounds fuller. All right. Now this is going to be huge. I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it? I said don't, I said don't, I said don't you wanna do it again? Don't you wanna do it again? Don't you wanna do it again? I'm mixing up my color palette though, guys. I have to put them at the end, only for right now because I don't want to change it for all of them. Oh, don't you want to do it again? I guess the aux tracks are messing it up anyways, but we had such a nice thing going. Don't you wanna disappear? Would you do it again? Or would you take me back? I said don't you, baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Oh, I said don't you, baby, won't you? Baby, don't you? Would you live it again? Maybe I'll put a spread on it just to make it even more wide out. Just because I'm curious. Because I want it to not be in the way of the lead. I sit down. So I'll turn this plugin on and off so you can hear the difference. I sit down, I sit down, I sit down. Do you wanna do it again? I sit down, I sit down, I say, don't you wanna do it again? Oh, don't you wanna do it again? No, don't you wanna do it again? She's like the lonely shade of blue, counting down the hours till the bell rings after school. So she wrote that night, don't fall in love with her. I said, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Nice. Look at that reverb. Do 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 do. All right, well, I think that's where I'm gonna end it tonight. We've got some cool concepts here, and then basically I'll just try and finish up as much as I can. Then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do this handy little thing, which I can show you before I go. Turn on the cycle. I'll go over here and I'll bounce the whole project. It'll condense it down to one MP3 or one WAV file, and then I drop that into a different session. So when I perform for you guys, most of the time, it's not like I'm opening up all of these different sessions, because it ends up my computer can't handle it, and that's when you guys are like, oh, I can't hear you anymore, Anna. So I have a bunch of tracks that look just like this, except all of them are individual compressed WAV files or MP3s of different instrumental tracks that I sing on top of. Yeah, just mixed down to a backing track. And then I have them all in one place instead of me trying to open up a bunch of different files. But this is what it looks like beforehand, before I compress it all down. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I was missing you guys. I feel like I was kind of stressed out last week, and because I couldn't figure out the timing and the latency and everything, I was just so worried that I was like sounding awful that I didn't really get to hang out and talk with you guys. So I figured it'd be fun to come on here and just kind of, I don't know, just chill. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being on here. And then hopefully, let's turn these off. The desktop. I know. I did so well organizing it. I really did. And then I didn't. And then it all killed me. So I was trying to hide it from you guys, but there's no way. But yeah, so hopefully you guys come back. You'll hear some more live performances. We'll do some covers, some originals, same old. But I'm excited. Thank you for everyone who followed. We got a lot of follows today. That's very exciting. We are 70 people away, a little under 70 followers away from 1,500, which is super exciting. Yeah. Awesome. Any last words? Anything I'm forgetting? Or that you guys want me to know? This was fun, regardless I didn't understand much of it, but I like to watch and learn. Oh, thank you, Bulletproof. At least, hopefully it was fun to listen to. John, thank you so much. Yeah, follow on socials. On Spotify, we're getting really close to the 600 follower mark. We're also very close to the 7,000 stream mark on Spotify. So if you just want to put it on loop, you can mute it even if you want. If you want to put Greatest Love on loop and just turn your volume all the way down and get me a few streams, that'd be great. But yeah, check me out on Twitter. I'm active there, active on Discord, active on Instagram. Those are probably the 3 places where you can reach me the best if you ever need to talk. Yes, it's cool to see all the work behind the music. Yay! There needs to be time between the plays. Oh, or they don't count. Yeah. So, this is actually really cool. Let me add, because I haven't gotten to make a command for it yet. I'm adding to it all the time, or I'm trying to at least. But I made a playlist for Twitch musicians on Spotify. That if you guys use it and if there's any songs that you want me to add, tell me in the Discord and I'll add to it. But feel free to go in between those and give all Twitch musicians some streams on some of their songs. I think that'd be really great. Or just loop all of my songs. That's also a great option. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Awesome. So let's do a raid to Alana, see how much more we can support, and if you have the money to. If not, then I know that she's just going to appreciate you guys being in there. This is such a great charathon that they've put on. I'm so glad that they've already reached their goal. This is so exciting. Thank you, Seb. Thank you. So yeah, anytime, Twitch playlist, then that'll give us all really good streams. If there's a lot of Twitch artists that you're looking to support, then you can just keep us on loop there. But yes, we will be rating Alana. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Otherwise, I will see you on Monday. Let's see. Raid. There we go. Awesome. Well, I love you all dearly. And I will talk to you so soon. Yes, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.